Today, we want to talk about money. Hi,
Hi, love.
lovely people. Welcome back to this channel. This is Giechiclear's Flavors. Yes, welcome back to this channel. And in this channel, we acknowledge everything God is doing in our lives. Yes, we see His glory, we see His faithfulness, and we appreciate what He's doing in our lives and we acknowledge it. And in this channel, we eat challenges as bread. This is a Christian channel. Yes, for those of you that have not been around in this channel, Giechiclear Flavors is a faith-based channel. And in this channel, we talk about our challenges, we talk about our wins, and we share it in these communities. We don't run away from our challenges. Yes, we see that yes, whatsoever we go through, we'll go through it because God wants us to learn something. So we open our mind and learn from the challenges that we go through. And we talk about it because we know that when we share our challenges, one person or the other will learn from our challenges and our wins. Yes, recently I've been kind of not comfortable with the way my finances is going, and I'm a government worker. I work in a government, agency, and I've been working for almost 13 years now, and it really hit me big this April. I realized that when I want to kind of do anything that I want to do, I had to go through a whole lot of struggles before I could achieve what I want to achieve. And it's just not comfortable with me. And I have to kind of sit myself down and tell myself that, girlfriend, you just have to do something about your finances. You know the situation whereby you just enter, you know, um, a shopping mall that you have this confidence that you'll be able to buy anything you want to buy. You go around, pick anything you want to pick. Then give them your credit card, and you don't have a fear, to buy what you want to buy. Kind of not have that, and I told myself that no. And I've been working for like 13 years. So this month of April, I told myself that no, I need to sit down and do something concerning my finances. And that's why I set out to kind of learn more on how to manage my money, on how to kind of go about the monies that is coming to me, not just kind of, as the monies are coming, that's the way they are going. I'm just kind of tired about that. And since COVID period till this time, especially this last April, I told myself that I need to study about how to handle my money. I'll link the video that I made concerning how the whole thing started. I made a video concerning this what I'm talking about. So I'll link the video somewhere here or somewhere there for you to kind of go through it as in watch it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But today, I'm so very grateful. You know, I am learning what I'm learning concerning money, and I'm sharing it in this community for us to learn. And all this while, I've been kind of settling myself down and doing a whole lot of studies concerning how to kind of handle any monies that come into my hands from, the Bible perspective. And I went deep into studying my Bible, and I discovered that the Bible contains a whole lot of things on how to handle our finances. And when I was going through it, I discovered a whole lot of scriptures that talks about money, that talks about how a new creature is supposed to kind of handle their money. And all in all, I kind of gathered about 30 scriptures, you understand, that talks about money. And I went through it one after the other, and I came about principles that was supposed to kind of know to be able to kind of handle the monies that God is putting into our hands. So today I'm going to talk about divine prosperity blueprint. That's what we're going to talk about. And we're talking about 7 biblical principles for financial success. These principles, they're trying to kind of make us understand that there is a way that God wants us to kind of handle every monies that He puts in our hands, because we're here as God's steward. Anything that He puts in our hands, we're supposed to kind of handle it perfectly, because of course we're going to kind of give account of everything He puts in our hands. So we're looking at guiding wealth management through financial stewardship. Yes. So these principles that I gathered from study the 30 scriptures that I studied is going to guide us how to be a good steward that God wants us to be. So today I'm going to go ahead and introduce us to the 7 biblical principle for financial success. Yes. And this principle, as I told you earlier, came about from me studying 30 scriptures of the Bible. That's how it came about. So it's a divine prosperity blueprint. And if you kind of study it, you're going to kind of handle every money that comes into your hand the way it's supposed to be. Because I've been going through these 7 biblical principle, and I know that yes, it has impacted my life greatly. And I know if you kind of you know go through it, it will also impact your life greatly. Go ahead now. I've introduced you to this 7 biblical principle for financial success that I'm talking about. So stick around and let's get into it. Do you want to know about the 7 biblical principle for you to be successful? Let's dive into it. The first principle talks about biblical financial management. And the second one is multiplying your resources. And the third one is saving and investing wisely. Then the fourth one is radical giving and generosity. Then the fifth one is God as a source of provision. Then the sixth one is cultivating contentment and gratitude. Then the seventh one, life of enough and consistencies. I love this one so much. These principles are very key for us to hold there, for us to achieve financial stability. So now we've known the 7, biblical principles that we need to know for our financial stability, for our financial success. Just going to introduce us to it. Then in other videos, we're going to talk about it one after the other. Subscribe to this channel, guys. Give me a thumbs up and then share so that everybody will know that yes, there are biblical financial principles that we need to imbibe with. There is a way that we're supposed to handle every money that God has put in our hands. So share this, comment. What do you think about this principle? Are you following it? Are you already following it? Are you seeing results in your life? Following all this, principle. If you're not, say something. And if you are, say something. And if you think there are more principles on the Bible, please share it at the comment section below and give us the scriptures that have to do with it so that we can kind of, study and know more on how to handle our money. And now, in concluding, there are other, principles that I also discovered as I was doing this study, reading these 30 scriptures that brought out this 7, biblical principle that has to do with our finances. I also, came about knowing that there are things that God wants us to avoid, like plague when it have to do with our money. And what are they? And what are those things? One of it is that debt, debt, as in DEBT. Sorry, don't mind the way I pronounce it, but debt. I think DEBT. God wants us to avoid it completely. He said, avoid debt, avoid debt, run away from it, live within our means. God wants us to live within our means and avoid unnecessary debt. God wants us to avoid unnecessary debt. And how are we going to do it? By living within our means. We should avoid a life of excess materialism. Yes. Then another thing God wants us to kind of imbibe into our life is what? Work ethics. God wants us, as we avoid debt, we should imbibe the lifestyle of work ethics, diligently working and using our talents to create wealth. Let me give us scriptures that come, that cup all this together. And it's gotten from Proverbs chapter 22, verse 7. It says, the rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Did you hear that? The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a slave to the lender. That's what Proverbs 22, verse 7 says. If you're a person that borrows, then definitely you will be what? A slave to the person that lends you money. So, in wrapping up, to maintain spiritual integrity, we have to kind of what? Imbibe the 7 biblical principles, especially for our financial success. We've come to the end of this now. So don't forget, we've covered 7 biblical principle for our financial success already in this video, and I've introduced you to it already. So we're going to go ahead now in other videos to pick them one after the other and talk about them in full for us to understand. Don't forget, seven seven biblical financial principles. So guys, remember, you're unique, you're one of a kind, and you're special. And you know what? I love you so very much. Thank you very much for taking our time to watch this video. Subscribe to this channel and then share this video so that people will know that yes, God wants us to be wealthy, but we just have to imbibe in some financial principle to get us to where God actually has made ready for us. But I'm going to link other videos that I've made that has earlier that talks about where we're coming from, for us to arrive at this 7 biblical principle for our financial success. I'll link it here. Just check it here or here. I'll link it so that you watch it and then know where the journey begins from. Thank you very much. Share this content. I love you guys. Bye. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.